The GearMate is used to simulate the motion of connected gears, pulleys, or any components that have related rotational motion. It's important you understand that we're talking about simulation, not a true physical interaction between components. If you wish to simulate physical interaction, you must use the physical dynamics option of the Move Component tool. In this lesson, we'll take a look at how to apply the GearMate to a pair of pulleys as well as a pair of gears. At this point, the two pulleys are free to rotate independently of each other. To simulate a connection between them, I'll add a mate, open the Mechanical Mate section, and click the gear icon. The GearMate is defined by selecting two axes of rotation and specifying a ratio between them. Selecting an axis of rotation can be accomplished several ways. You can select an axis, a temporary axis, a conical or cylindrical face, an arc, such as the circular edge of this pulley, or a linear edge. In this case, I'll use the outer edges of each pulley. By selecting the outer edge, SOLIDWORKS is able to use the diameter of each edge to define the gear ratio between them. Now keep in mind, if you ever want to override this value, you can always type it into Property Manager, or by using the flags. To avoid confusion about which value applies to which component, I prefer to use the flags. But in this case, I simply want to use the diameter of each edge, so no change is necessary. Before clicking OK, notice there's a reverse option in the Property Manager. By default, this checkbox is clear. This results in a gear relationship. The components will rotate in opposite directions. By checking this option, the components will rotate in the same direction as pulleys should. I'll click OK, and the GearMate is added. In the next example, let's take a look at creating a GearMate between two gears. The process is not much different than the previous example. I'll add a mate and select gear. To define the center of rotation, I'll turn on temporary axes from the View drop-down menu. Once the axes are selected, I'll define the gear ratio. This time, I'll enter the number of teeth on each pulley, 16 and 29. I'll click OK, and the GearMate is complete. Rotate the gears to make sure the direction of rotation is correct. If you have to make a change, just edit the GearMate and clear or check the reverse option as needed. Keep in mind this is only a simulation. Gear teeth are not actually interacting and may in fact be overlapping.